and Instagram. We in the motherfucking building. Huh? Y'all gotta know, man. I'm excited. I'm excited. I wanted to get on this. I didn't want to miss quarantine and rap, but I had to get my rest on. You dig? I had to get my rest in. Yes, we in the building. My bad. I gotta grab the camera real quick. Ba 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 la 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 la. Yeah, ba, da, ba, da. All right, all right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm here. I'm here. Get into my intro for my guest. All right, Katie K, are we good? Are we good to so I can get my funk flex on? My funk flex on?
1 second.
Let me know when. Once you drop them bombs, once you drop them bombs, it's bombs away. I'm going to get ready for work. I'll be tuned in though. I salute. I salute. Katie K, what's the deal? What's the deal? What's the deal?
I'm ready.
You ready?
I'm ready. You ready?
Woo!
Am I going
All
first?
right.
Or you going first?
Huh?
Am I dropping the bombs first or you going first?
You gotta drop the bomb so I can talk to the people. I need them to know it's real.
I got you.
Ready?
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, get my phone flex hat on. New York City, New Jersey, tri-state area. Oh man, this is getting intense now. Let me tell you about my guest real quick before I bring her on. I met this woman on MySpace. 50,000 followers. I might be exaggerating. Her grind, crazy. Her underground sound, crazy. I told my guy Fate, yo man, this is the female version of me. She was the female version of who I was at the time. Oh man, these bombs are sounding amazing. Oh, I was supposed to be a hype man. Shouts to Master Move. He threw a showcase up in Club New York, and I was supposed to be a hype man. Unfortunate situations happening. It ain't go down, but it's all love. She dropped a mixtape. She pushed that shit independently. I've seen her fans come to the show from God knows where. I was on that mixtape. Keep them bombs going, Katie K. I'm going in. Me and her were featured on the Ill Squad mixtape. Shouts to Ripper. Shouts to Christina.
Can I stop doing the bombs now?
Hell no, no, no. This is the mixtape. I still got a copy, God damn it. Ladies and gentlemen. Katie, you can stop the bombs now. Stop bombing them. You can stop bombing them. Ladies and gentlemen. JDymonds. Here. JDymonds. All right. Now that my mind is taken off of that shit. Jay. I can't even, you know what I mean? I can't even say welcome back because you never went anywhere.
Nah, I kind of did. I kind of really, you gotta understand, like, my life is not as, let's put it like this. You cannot judge a book by its cover. Let's just say
right.
that. You cannot judge a book by its cover. You do not know what a person is going through. For me, the most important thing for me is that I really wanted to make sure that I had a place that I could call home. And I was going to secure that by any means. I was tired of like going from house to house, living in people's houses. I was tired of being at home. I was tired of, I wanted to feel like I had my own place where I could be me and I could grow and I could feel secure in my own home. So I really worked hard and I put in work to make sure I got my own house. You know what I mean? And I wanted that because that meant so. And again, this is where this song came about. I rely on no one, and I'm not talking about God because God is the number one person in my life. Without God in my life, I wouldn't have life. But I mean, relying on another human. You got to rely on yourself when you want to get things done. And I just felt like that was the number one thing. I really needed to secure a house. And by doing that, I had to work for it. And I had to secure that money and I had to make it happen. And that's where my mind was at, because when you do music, you got to go hard. It ain't half-assing. Like, no one knows you. No one knows who JDymonds. Like, who is that? There's a million and trillion one rappers in the world. Like, who's JDymonds? You know what I mean? So you got to eat it, sleep it, breathe it. Like, you know what I mean? So for me, my mindset was really secure in a house for me because I was just tired of the BS. And that's where I was. Like, I wasn't doing shows. I wasn't in the street. I wasn't networking. I wasn't doing all that grind that you know me for. Because my grind is heavy. I know how to market. I know how to network. I'm like the whole package. It's not just the craft, the look, the personality. It's everything. I'm everything. I'm talented in all facets, and I really can go hard. I am that girl. If you had to say who's JDymonds, JDymonds is that girl in the group. You have the crew, and there's always that one girl of the group. That's who JDymonds is. That's the girl that people are gonna relate to. I'm the guy that you have a big crush on's best friend. You know what I mean? Like, that's who JDymonds is. I'm that cool girl that you can just talk to, kick away everything. And it's just what it is. I'm a go-getter. I go after what I want, and I don't stop until I get it.
I dig that. Shouts to Virginia Curtis in the chat. Thank you for tuning in.
Made it through. That's Mom Dukes.
Oh, hey, Mom.
Mom's in the building, right?
Okay, now I see it over here because I'm looking to the side. Okay, I see it here. All right, so let me take a little trip down memory lane. I'm on MySpace. I go to the music section of MySpace. Now, back in MySpace, they used to have like the MySpace board where you get to see unsigned indie major come across this female with blue jeans. I believe it's the army jacket, hat. I'm like, okay, who's that? Going to your profile, listening to you like, oh shit, who's this? Scroll down to see how many MySpace friends, as we call it, and it was like, who is this?
Yeah.
And from there it was just like, oh man, like fucking amazing. You know what I mean? We linked. We linked. It was just like, yo, like this woman. I even told my dude Fade, I'm like, yo, like she's like the female version of me, as far as like like your rawness. And so then what I mean, we chopped it up, and then I think it wasn't until we finally met during the Ill Squad mixtape, the recording, because I would go in there, they would tell me like, oh, JDymonds heard this beat, and she wanted it, but I had already told her that you already had hands on it, so it wasn't damn, I even forgot the song we were doing when we finally fucking met in the city. But even then, oh man, that was a classic session. We stopped the session because dude called his boy because there was like a big ass debate with the Bible and what was in it, and it was just like,
that's what makes you you. That's what makes you you, Ray. Don't change. Don't change. Like, seriously, you gotta understand, like, that is part of your niche. That is who you are. That's what separates you from the pack is the ability to say those confrontational things. Like who is, you see how I was saying, like, someone's criticism and it's not your mission, it's not their mission, it's yours, and how you express yourself through those analogies and those metaphors, that's what makes you you. How could you try to take someone's
Yeah, like when he told me he did it, he didn't even give me a chance to even like, nah, don't do it. He
right?
played it and then I heard the line just cut. I'm like, oh man, he did it. Um,
I wonder where he's
but it
at.
was, hey, wherever he's at, just you know what I mean. I just hope he's in good health.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, like you know what I mean. Like, this is funny, right? Because he decided to go with hold on. He decided to go with Shadow and Papa Donnie, right? Um, and like, and they had no part. They wasn't even a part of the process, right? We went to the city, we signed the agreements. They wasn't even a part of that. So to go to run with them as, all right, they're gonna be the ones to put this project on their back was was crazy lame to me. Cause then I see him in the city one day, by 35th Street, and he's like, JDymonds got a strong following. You're telling me something I already know. So I was like, yeah. And like he already knew it, like he had known that he had made that big mistake by not going with you to put the project on your back, but trusting who was already a part of the process. So, you know what I mean, wherever he's at, just you know what I mean, I hope he's in good health. Um Jay Diamonds. Okay. Now, your song, Everything I Rock, right? Before I even before I even dig deep into the song, A-rap music. Now, before I even came across A-rap on Dipset shit, he produced you. I saw your blog post on MySpace and decided, okay, I mean, you posted your video along in the blog post, and so I was like, then the video's playing, then that A-rap music and that drop, I was like, whoa. Um, A-rap, because of that, it turned me on to A-rap, and to this day, A-rap has to be one of my favorite producers out there. How did you meet A-rap music?
Wow. Actually, it was actually through Facebook. Me personally, I didn't even know his caliber of, like, all the stuff that he has done, because he was with Dipset and stuff like that. That's all I knew. And the same way people try to reach out to, like, producers and stuff like that, that's all I did. I just so happened got a reply back. You know what I mean? I wasn't expecting anything. I wasn't expecting him. It was a shot. It was a chance. Because if you don't reach out, or if you don't make that, first move, then you're not making choice and you're not taking risks. You know what I mean? And that's what I did. I shoot a message saying, listen, I want to work with you. Um, and then from there, he actually got back to me. And then he was just like, we switched math. We started talking on the phone, feeling a vibe, so this way he could feel me as an artist. And then he started playing beats for me. And that boy can go all night. You cannot stop him. Like, he's something different. He's built different. And he was just playing these beats, and then right there he gave me three. He blessed me with three beats. And he was like, Jay, do you see what you do? Come, go ahead. And then that's what I did. When I went back, I wrote the first song, Get It Poppin', which I actually call it Tonight, but it's really Get It Poppin'. He liked it, and he was just like, And then I told him like I want to do a video for it. And then he came down from Rhode Island, and we were doing the video. It's just that I didn't have the best production then. And it's like live and learn. And do I regret it? It's a decision that I do regret, because it could have been something for me big that would have happened then. But you live and you learn, and you roll with those punches. And it's pretty much kind of what I say in my song too. Like everything I rock is something that really means a lot to me. It's my story. I'm thinking about me. You know what I mean? It's my hustle is real. And people can say what they want. Oh, the bars is this, the bars. That's the words coming out of my mouth is my words, and they have power. It's whether you believe it or not. You know what I mean? And if you get to know me, you would know that my words is real because they're my life. I'm telling you my hustle and what I work for. Yeah, I rely on me to make that happen. And so, but that's all it was. Honestly, I took the chance, wrote it, boop, 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 pushed the button, and he came back and he was like, let's work. And then that's how it was. And this transpired. And then
yeah, like,
so we're trying to make it that we're gonna do this too. This time it's gonna be right because now I have a few different producers to do the visuals, and they are official. Like they do a lot of great work. So this time it's gonna be correct. Everything I rock is gonna be done right, and he will make his appearance.
and that video, like just the teaser, just that drop alone, I might have played that shit back 50 times, 50 or more times, just because I'm someone when I can hear beat, and sometimes it only takes about 4 to 5 seconds before I determine if I want to keep listening or not. Or and if the intro catches me, now I was like, okay, now it all depends on the drop. If the drop is strong, then now I listen to more of it. If the drop ain't strong, you done screwed up a dope sample. You done screwed up the intro. Like you should be ashamed of yourself. So when I heard that intro and then the drop, it was just like wow. But it's dope that you have everything I rock out now produced by A-Rap Music. The way that you're building even building it up, like everything you're throwing behind the song is just like it just looks magical. And that just goes along to the grind that I've always known that you had. Crazy, crazy. And what I mean, I respected it so much. Like like I'm not ashamed to say it. Like that grind has always been something that motivated and inspired me to go hard. When I was doing the This Is Tactical TV videos, that's all because of what I got introduced to when I met you. So now here we are years later, and you still fucking like.
Hey, I'm proud of you too. You grew so much, and you can see. And I see your grind, and you right. You official. You're networking. You're putting yourself out there. You're doing ciphers. You're showing your lyrical. You're showing that you can go tap for tap, bar for bar. That's always what you did. You were hungry. You polished your flow. You are going to make it. You are going to make it. It's just a matter of time. I feel like you did make it. We all made it. You just it's believing in yourself. That's all it is. Honestly, at the end of the day, all you have to do is believe in yourself. That's all it is, really. And
Like you,
not quitting.
nobody else is gonna believe in you like you're gonna believe in you. Nobody else is gonna be a fan as much as you're gonna be a fan. Nobody's gonna be your biggest critic except yourself. You know when something's not right. Like what I mean? Like you are an artist. An artist, you know what I mean? You got your canvas, you paint, like you know what works, you know what doesn't work. And if you slip up, you slip up. It doesn't, you know what I mean? It's something that doesn't happen often.
It's part of life. It doesn't matter what you do. You don't even have to be a rapper. You don't have to be a singer. You can be that
Yeah.
day person. You're gonna slip up. You're gonna make mistakes. You know why? Because you're human. You're human.
Jordan didn't make every shot.
Everybody falls short of God's glory. You can go to the Bible and reference it. No one's perfect. Don't try not to judge. I know it's hard. Just it's no one's perfect. No one's perfect, and you're gonna make decisions and choices. Some you'll regret. Some you'll be like, "Wow, that was the best decision I made in my life," and then some you just gotta roll with and learn from them. Some people don't, but you gotta learn from mistakes, right?
Right. Question: as an artist, right? What is your biggest challenge when writing a song from start to finish? Like, what are the challenges that happen for you?
Well, for me, I really gotta feel it. I vibe with a song. Like it has to talk to me, and I've really gotta be passionate with it. Like if I listen to a beat and it's not talking to me, and there's no communication, then something's off. You know what I mean? Like I really have to vibe with it. That thing where people say they get writer's block and stuff like that, it has nothing to do with that. We're energy. We are energy. So we're all energy. Like even though we see these physiques and this face and all this stuff like that, we are nothing but energy. So if the connection is not there, you're not going to get anything. So if you try to plug in the TV or turn on the TV and the plug is not in the wall, it's not turning on because there's no connection, there's no energy. That's the hardest part for me because I could just tell. Like if I play a beat and I'm like, holy, and I start saying something, I'm like, oh shit, that's the hook already. That's the chorus. And then it starts building. And then, or sometimes I could just come with the verse. Like, this is what I want to say with the verse. And it just comes out. If I have to force myself on a beat, then it's not right. It's not sitting right. And it'll just be like a freestyle or a mixtape or just practicing my craft. But it won't be
Right.
as passionate where I'm like really making a song because songs are different than just writing. You know what I mean? They're just different than just writing something. Songs is like you're really putting your all in it because that's your craft, that's your niche. And it's kind of like you
Right.
love to it, it's like your little baby. And you want to make sure that you write your song really good. So that's it for me. What about you? What is it? What's the vibe with you?
When writing a song for me, I think my biggest issue is the beginning of the verse because everything else falls in place. If I don't have a strong start, then chances are chances are the verse is not gonna get written until I have a legit sorry until I have a legit beginning. Once that first line kicks off, the first two lines kick off, everything else falls off. You got your fifth and sixth building up for the seventh and eighth. Then after that, that's when I start going hand with the bars, and then by the time you know it, I got the 13, 14 building up for the 15 and 16, and the Ray at the end. So once I get the first two going, everything else falls in line.
Uh,
When
I,
you write,
yes,
what help like what all right, so for me, when I write, I like to have coffee with me.
coffee.
Coffee. I like to vibe out, drink my coffee, tune it, like zone out with the beat, jot down things. I'm scribbling all over the place just to make sure I don't forget a thought or or a melody. Like I'm to this day I still scribble on my paper, but only I know what the scribble means.
Right,
But
right.
but for you, when you're getting into the song, like the writing process, what is your thing? Do you like candles? Do you drink like a shot of liquor? Like what is JDymonds thing?
Now, remember, I told you JDymonds is energy. I'm really in tune with my energy. So for me, I'm big on nature. I love nature. Um, if I have to light candles, I'm going to light candles. I like that kind of aura where I'm set in a mood and I can really tap into myself. You know what I mean? I want to tap into myself. I want to tap into the energy that I'm feeling because you don't want to kind of feel other people's energies around you. That's why sometimes when people go into the studio, they don't really want 10 or 5 people with them because that's a time where you're going to be creative. And if you have 5 or 10 other people with you in the studio, then now you got all their vibes up in there, and you're not really concentrating on your craft. So me, when I go to the studio, like that's my time to be creative. And when I do go to the studio, if it's something where we're making the beat from scratch, that's a whole different thing. And that's when I really wanted to just be me and that producer. And if there may be 1 or 2 people, if we're like collabing, but if it would just be me and the producer. But if it's a beat that I have at home, I like to, nature's a big thing for me. I love the trees. I love just the beauty, the quiet, the tranquility. I like to really be in the zone. Sometimes I wasn't never big on like, drinking or anything like that. I just really was high off life. So I don't really need to have those things to take me there. So yeah, like candles, that kind of vibe. And I just zoned out. My Aunt Josie. Shout out Aunt Josie's in the room. I got a lot of my family up in here right now showing support, Ray. We got my aunt.
That's amazing.
My Aunt Josie, straight up, she sponsored me right off the deck. It was no question. She was like, I want to sponsor you. I want to support you. I want to invest in your dream, because she had a dream and she never chased it because of complications and stuff like that. Just normal stuff that life throws at you.
Yeah.
She was like, yo, that's my little niece. I believe in her dream. Let me support that. So she was the first one to sponsor me and help that, because you know how tough it is. You need that budget. You know what I mean? Money talks. You know what I mean? You know how many people I have in my DMs that they're big names. I'm talking about they big names, but you need money. I could come out with something big that will blow your mind, and you're like, what the? But they want money, but they're willing to work. They're willing to work because of the way you carry yourself, the quality. But shout out to Aunt Judy's in the building. That's my other aunt. Uncle John, Mom Dukes is in the building. We already know. Want to make sure, because they
shouts to Heavy Bags in the building.
My cousin Dana's in the building too. Love her. She's like a twin of me. You can throw blonde on my head and it'll look like my cousin. She could be my stunt buddy.
Shouts to Heavy Bags.
Oh shoot! No way.
Yeah, Heavy Bags is in the building.
I love Heavy Bags. We got history too. We got history, but it's all love. He's very talented, extremely talented. That is just someone that is very talented as well. God bless Heavy Bags if you hear me, and I hope you're safe, your family's safe, and I hope you're still doing your thing, because you are talented.
Now you had said like vibes, right?
Say it again. I'm sorry.
Like you mentioned vibes.
Vibes, yes.
Now
energy.
All right, so now this is another thing that I remember from back in the day when you were working on your mixtape. We went to the studio to record the track that we did, and
was that scary movies?
Yeah, the scary movie shit. Now, I'm definitely someone, when I go into a studio, if the vibe is there, like that humble vibe where it's just like, I bet it's chill, I'm gonna be able to work. When we went into that studio, and I think this is really, I think, the first time that it was real clear to me on going into a studio with vibes and not just going in there to rap, because you did not feel the vibe and you had a very difficult time.
I did
getting to it.
I did, because I could feel the energy in there, and I could tell like people weren't, not everybody's gonna like you, and that's okay. I believe in me.
Right.
And at the end of the day, that's all that matters. I believe in my niche. I believe in what I do. That's kind of like, someone that works with their hands, and their hands are gold, and you're doing work, but somebody might not like the work that you do and don't want to hire you and want to hire somebody else. Listen, I'm not going to stop working. You don't pay my bills. You know what I mean? You don't take care of my brain. Like, this is my mindset. I got to take care of my health. So when I went in that studio with you, these guys weren't feeling me. The studio that you brought me to, I felt the vibes.
Right.
Felt that energy. and it's kind of hard to to record in that and try to be creative when people don't like you. And then I'm not talking about it. It just could have been my style, like they just didn't mess with it. But at the end of the day, I'm coming there with you to do this song, and all they have to do is do what they do best, and that's engineer. You know what I mean? Engineer it. You want to inspire people. If you're in that position to engineer, inspire me. Here's a young artist coming in here raw. The diamond is so raw, but you could see that she got the spark in her eye. Give me pointers. Inspire me. Tell me a few things. Help me. Or whatever. Don't just tap off because I'm going to feel the energy. It's just like you have a baby and a parent and a mom. You're not taking care of the baby's going to feel it. The baby's smart. You know what I mean? So that's why it was really difficult. But I still did it. And it made me pull up from a place where I was like, you saw how I was. I was really like on some DMX type voice then, which was crazy because, you want to embrace being a woman. Being a woman is just the most amazing thing in the world. We have so much power. You know that.
I agree to that.
Being a woman is, you got to really embrace being a woman. And like, we can control that head. We can move that neck, and it's real. Like, so that's how it was though. And I came through, and we still got it done though.
Word. Now, from going from where I was supposed to be a hype man, we did performances in the Water Bug in Jersey City. I've seen the footage of you on the Faces on the Crowd stage. Like, as an artist in today's music, right? What do you feel is missing from all these these platforms? Where do you okay, as an artist, what can these platforms do to help the artist more?
What? That's like, these platforms are like a way to get to that person. You know what I mean? Like, some people got spotted on YouTube. Use Justin Bieber, one of the top icons in this music business today. He got spotted on YouTube. Even a couple of other artists. I mean, these platforms are platforms for any type of business that you do to put yourself out there. It could be as simple as you doing your journey workout. People really follow that stuff and really like that. You know how many people are trying to lose weight and eat better and feel great about themselves? Like, it just takes, I'm reading that book, Contagious, the one that Nipsey Hussle spoke about and sold his mixtape for $1,000. And he got inspired from that book. And that's a book that I'm reading right now. And it's called Social Currency. The way there's a lot of people that they think about how people view them. Like, there's people like that, like, oh my gosh, I'm not going to do that because I don't want people to think this. Or I don't want to do this because I don't want them to think that. And it's called social currency. Like, I'm not going to put this on my page because I don't want people thinking I mess with that. But in the background, they really mess with that. That people are afraid to be who they are. So they won't share something. Right. You know what I mean? And so it goes viral. Then they'll share it because now it's okay. Because it's out in the open. So now let me share it. But that's pretty much what it is. And social currency is real. But these platforms are amazing. It's another way to get out there. And now being with this the COVID going on right now, it makes the social platform even more powerful because now everybody has to stay home, and everybody's bored and looking for something. So now those big people that really can make something happen for you, they're watching. If you do it right, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because we may only have like a good 15 people in here or whatever, but if it's just someone, and it gets to the right person, that's all that matters. They're gonna be like, "Yeah, look at this. Like, do you know who Ray is? Do you know who JDymonds is?" And they could see that, and they were like, "Yo, set the appointment up," or they'll go and reach out and make that happen. So these platforms are really big, and you got to take advantage of it because something can pop up for you.
Like if it's done the right way, definitely. But there are platforms where it's like, let's say showcases, right? Um,
So
I feel like
I thought you meant like media, like
no,
Instagram,
no, like
Facebook, like
no, like even that too, like, but like let's say showcases, right? Um, you have these showcases that they'll have a first place, second place, third place, right?
right.
But it's almost like I don't, I don't think that these showcases are doing enough for the artists. Like for the ones that pay, right? You're charging about 150, 200 to do whatever it is you're gonna do for 8 to 10 minutes. Now, if you're charging that much for 8 to 10 minutes, what am I getting in return? I can get online and engage with anybody. I can slide in 50 DMs if I want to. But what are you doing for the artist? Are you offering the artist a radio interview? Are you offering the artist 2 weeks of PR promotion? Like, what do you feel these showcases, these showcase platforms can do for the artists where it'll want to keep bringing them back?
Well, remember, showcases is another platform to build your business. You got to think of it as a business. If you think of it like that, then you're just gonna fail. It's not about that. It's not about like it's all about networking because you don't remember how I said you don't know who's gonna be there. You know what I mean? Someone can be in that audience that really can change your life, and you just made a great business decision to perform for those 8 minutes. You gotta do your research and make sure what showcase you really want to do. I mean, when I was out in those showcases, I made sure I did my research to say like, all right, is this legit? Fa- Faces in the crowd is legit. Like when I auditioned for them, they were like, holy, this is a hit. Like you got a hit. And at that time I was like, I didn't even really perform it. And they were a little bit upset with me because they were like, why didn't you do the song? I didn't do the song that I auditioned with. That's the one they wanted. And they said like that's the one that you should have performed and I didn't do it. But again, I was young. I was so young. When you're young, you just think like
Yeah,
everything. But no,
right.
again, showcases is a platform. You never know who's in there. And you just got to make sure you go to the ones that you really feel that's going to benefit your business. And your business is your brand. Your business is you as an artist. Your business is how you want to portray yourself as an artist. And then you're going to go up there that 8 minutes, 5 minutes, 3 minutes, and really let those people in the audience and the people that you did business with know what Ray is about, what JDymonds product is about. And you're going to really go all out. And that's what those showcases are for, and you want to, the people that you even made a business deal with, you want them to mess with you too. You want them to come back to you and be like, man, he really went on that stage and showed me another side. Like, he's really repping his business. And remember, your business is your brand. So I really believe like there is just all these different platforms. It's your mindset. You got to just make sure your mind is really wired for business, and you can't have emotions in the game. You can't let your emotions cloud it, and you really got to push your brand out there. Remember, you're your best number one person that's never going to turn your back on yourself, because if you think you can't make it, then you just lost. you know
That was a great fucking answer. I got it. Um,
I'm really,
All right, so
really serious with this ish. I've been doing it for a minute. I know how to market. I know how to advertise. I know how to network. And I'm all about lifting people up. I don't even care if you don't even do music. I love inspiring people, right? Like and I want to talk about you too. Like you, the person that you are today, you evolved so much, and I'm proud of you. I already
that's thanks to you.
know where we came from when we were young, little 18, 17 years old. Like, yeah, you couldn't tell me nothing. Like
Yeah,
we were doing
I
it.
was stubborn.
If I knew what I knew,
But
if I knew what I knew today, man, I would have been the hottest artist in the world because it's all about your mind. It's all about
yeah,
your mindset, really. I'm serious. It's all
it's
about.
just it's just crazy because at that time it was on yeah, it was on skill, but it's not like today where it's like SoundCloud this and all the and there's nothing wrong with that. It's just, making that drastic change from like that mindset of like, damn, like I remember when it was based off artistry and longevity. Now it's like you got these artists that are coming out and it's like they have a good 2 to 3 years before they move on to the next one. I'm not just I'm not the type of artist that could just throw singles out. I can't do that. I don't feel complete doing that.
Everyone,
Nothing against
everyone's
and there's nothing against the ones that do. That's just not me. I like putting out a body of work from the that I got your attention from the beginning to the end. It's just you just don't have the album booklet to read through. When you used to buy that album, you used to listen to that album, you used to go through the credits, read the thank yous, you know who was involved. It's just you don't have that nowadays. Um and it's nothing against like the new generation, but we grew up in a special time.
well, album tells a story, right? So when someone falls in love with your brand, your artist, and like you as an artist, they really want to dive in. So they do want to listen to that album. But you gotta build your brand. You gotta let people know that you're out there, and they will get it. I mean, again, there's all different. That's what's best for you to do is to do the album. That's what makes you feel whole, and you gotta go with what you believe in. For me, I drop singles out right now, but I am gonna be doing my debut album with a two-time Grammy Award winner. I don't know if you know of 88 Keys. That's who I will be working
Talk
with.
your shit.
That's who I
Talk
will.
your shit, Jay. Go ahead.
Yes, that's who I will be working with to do my first EP ever. Um, and that's the man that's gonna help me. I mean, I met him when I was a youngin too. I
Yeah,
actually
you've mentioned them in the past.
I knew him in Just Blaze. Like I wasn't even into like I knew that I wanted to do music, but I wasn't doing it at that time. So here it is. You know how I talk about God and energy and stuff like that. Your energy is going to gravitate towards what you're supposed to be doing in life. If you are really in tune with who you are as a person, your energy is going to put you towards that, if that makes sense. All right. Because some people are doing things that they're not supposed to be doing, whether it's going to work and saying, oh, this is not where I'm supposed to be. I feel it. You know what I mean?
Mm.
You already know, like, oh my gosh, I'm doing this again because I need a check. You know, when you wake up in the morning and you feel great about where you're going and because you love your job, then you know that that's what you're supposed to be doing. All right. So you want to try and to tap into that energy because your energy will gravitate towards what you're supposed to be doing. And a lot of people, if you get in tune with yourself, it will be a natural thing. Cleanse it. Make sure your circles is pure, that you don't have negativity. Oh, my circle is very small. I like to focus on me and and of course I check in and people making sure everything's okay, but I need to make sure my mindset and my health is good So this way I can inspire, I can produce, I can reach out. But it's really big. Energy is everything. I really
Yeah.
like this is what I talk about zone, all that stuff. That's what energy is. Those vibes people throw around now, oh vibes. That's what it is energy. Like when you ever realize if someone comes to you and you're like, whoa, I gotta go because you feel like the energy is just off. It's
Yeah. No, I've definitely felt that. I've found myself in situations where it's like, yo, like I'm gonna walk this way. I'm just gonna walk this way. Next thing you know, the next day I'm like, yo, after you left, we got into a big rumble.
yeah.
Look at that.
I'm telling you, you gotta be in tune with yourself. It's very important. Fine tune that. Fine tune it because it's very important to realize what you're supposed to do. That's how you would find your niche. That's how you would find what you're meant to do on this earth. And remember, everything results. The end result should be love. And anything that you do, it should come from a place of love. It's very,
Word.
very important.
Um, are there any artists out now that you're listening to that motivate you or like damn yo that was hot like why didn't I write that song like what are the artists you're listening to
Wow.
now that push that JDymonds button that give you that itch?
No, I love music. Period. I can't even. There's no particular name. There really isn't. I listen to all genres. Um, I love music because I just love music. There's not going to be one person. Like I can't just say, oh, Nas. You know what I mean? I can't
Mm.
say like Davies or like I can't say like Alicia Keys or like there's not just one person. You know what I mean? And it's just like I love music so much. It's just an outlet for me. I love it with a passion, and I just really want to be able to get on a platform where people honestly know me because I want to inspire those people. I want to let them know that you can do whatever you want. You know what I mean? Through my music, it's my story, and everybody has a story to tell. Everybody has a story to tell. You know what I mean? And I want to inspire
Facts.
people to do that. So to answer your question, there's really not one person because everyone inspires me. Everyone is so talented. There's so many talented people in this world. I can listen to Misty. I can listen to Erica Badu. I can listen to everything that we were just this zone thing that's going on. Like just watching A-Rab when he's on the MPC. It's just so inspiring. I could just walk down the street and just watch how a mother takes care of their child. I'm like, wow, the love, the unconditional love. Like there's just just coming from a place of love. Like that's inspiring. And then when I see a beat, and then I just feel so motivated, like because now I'm just filled with all this love. I mean, there's parts where you see the hate in the world because that comes from a place of fear. And then
Yeah.
some want to write a song that's just so angry. Like, why do you gotta act like that? Like, why do people gotta be that way? And then you have to understand those are people that are hurt. Those are people that are still healing. Those are people that are lost. And so we wanna our music, you wanna reach them too. So we might need a sad song. We're saying we might need a song to heal because they need a healing song. So it's just emotions, going through your emotions, mastering those emotions, and remember to control your emotions. Don't let your emotions control you. It's very big, big key.
Word. um have you ever, well, not that you have you ever, because I mean, hmm, okay, this is a two-part question. Have you ever felt like this is it, that's it? Like, have you ever had that moment where it's because I mean, as an artist, I'm pretty sure like you're your biggest critic. You're your biggest everything before anybody else is. Have you ever felt at a moment where it's like, yo, like especially with all the changes in music. It's like, damn, nah. Like you just feel yourself slowly, like peace, like
Are you
no more.
throwing in the towel?
Yeah, like have you ever like have you ever felt that?
No, I haven't.
Like that self doubt?
No, I mean, well, that I think the self doubt is has a lot to do with insecurities. You know what I mean? That goes, and again, that goes for anything. It just doesn't have to be rapping. Um, insecurities is can go for anything. When you doubt yourself in something, it's because you're insecure about something that you do. When you confront it and you address it and you find out what it is and you master it, then you're able to overcome it. We all gonna have depressing moments. We're all gonna have those moments where, hey, I need some time for me, and that is very good. That's okay. If you need a week, go take a week. Go. But if you really believe in yourself and you know rapping's what you're supposed to be doing, or if you know sports is what you're supposed to be doing, comedian, construction job, business, whatever it is, and you really feel like that's what you're supposed to be doing, by all means take the necessary needs to get your mind right. Because you're probably like, your cup's probably really full. You probably need to, it's probably tainted. So you got to cleanse it, and it's okay.
You
It's kind of like this, right? It's kind of like if you plant your seed. Remember the seed I said you plant, you got to water it. If you have weeds, the weeds are gonna come. You gotta pluck them. You gotta pluck them.
like it's crazy that you say that, right? Because there was one day that I had this song, right? That's supposed to be for my project. So did it's a feature. Now the feature is from Jersey City, but he's a well known dude. So I'm telling Katie, I'm like, yo, like I gotta come with it because I know who this guy is and I know what he can do lyrically. And then like cause I had the first verse written, but then it was like, yo, like I can't just live with that. I gotta write a second verse. And that second verse, I have to go in. And I just felt like it was like a cyclone of thoughts that just it's like I knew it was brewing and it just at that moment it had to stop. So everything's just going in my mind and it was just like, yo, like I can't be weak on this at all. So then Kato was like, take yourself away from the music, give yourself a break, maybe
Exactly.
a few days,
Exactly.
and trust me, you're gonna come back to it.
Exactly.
And when I tell you
She's
that twirling
right.
stopped, when that twirling stopped, and she can tell you exactly what happened on that song, it just that is that type of feeling you get where it's like yeah, like that's what I'm talking about. Like it's like you hype it, like you even your own hype, you're even your own hype man. Because here you are, you're high five in the air, you slapping air ass, like you're so like you're getting so amped, and it's just that feeling. It's like yo, like I continue to do this because, and I say like yo, this is God's way of like yo, you're not done yet. You still have a lot of progress.
Yeah.
You're 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 still getting better as a writer, as a lyricist. This proves it. You're pushing yourself because you know you can get there. And yeah, so like it's funny that you say that because it's like I think I'm so like I guess I've never really like told myself to take a break at all.
Well, sometimes
That it was like, you know what? Let me take myself away from the music. Let me come back to with fresh ears, a fresh mind. And when that twirling stopped, it was go time. Everything fell in place.
sometimes you gotta do that. Sometimes you gotta take yourself out of the equation so you can actually figure out the math. It's normal, and it doesn't mean that makes you any less of a rapper. It just means that you need to see all sides, not just the one that you're in. You don't want to just see things subjective. You want to see them objective too, and that's what you had to do. Like you had to take yourself
Yeah.
to see it from a third point of view, and that's okay. That's getting your mind right. And look, you came back, and now I gotta listen to this thing. I didn't hear it. Yeah, you better type that in there.
It's it gets spicy.
It gets
Um, but yeah, like I guess because I'm tough on myself. I'm tough on myself. Whether it's going into a cipher that whether it's pre-recorded or it's a live cipher, or even writing something that involves me being lyrical, I'm tough on myself because it's is there gonna be a reaction when I say this? How I say it? Are they gonna catch it? It's just everything that goes along with it. So then I'm looking at it, I'm reciting it over. I'll probably do adjusting, but then it's like I'll even run the line, but I'll run the line by my brother. I'm like, yo, like, does this sound right if I say it like this? And he's like, oh, that's dope. Like, I caught what you're trying to do. So now it's like, okay, now it's like, how do I perform that? Like, how do I get it out so that when I do say it, it rocks the room?
right.
Because that's my thing now. It's like landing that punch. Is like, whoa. So yeah, as an artist, I'm definitely tough on myself, but it's only because I know what I'm capable of doing because I believe in myself more than anybody's gonna ever believe in me,
Exactly.
as any artist should.
Exactly. And you're gonna be your worst critic. We're our number one worst critics because we live with ourselves 24 hours a day.
Oh yeah,
We know every little burnt spot on our body. We know everything. We know what we do.
yes,
No one's looking. Like, we're our worst critics. All right. So we
right.
see everything. And so of course you're gonna be hard on yourself. Of course you're gonna be. Of course you can go harder. And again, it's just about practicing every day and just bettering yourself. You know, that's all it is. Continuing the growth.
Um, with today's with today's social media and the way people are going about it, you got YouTubers, you got people like getting famous off of TikTok. Like, what are some things that you'd like to do? Like, what are some things you'd like to explore to not only build the J Diamonds brand, but like for not only as a person, but also for your music.
Can you be more specific on that? Or do you mean like entertainment?
Mm.
Do you mean like brushing
Yeah,
out
like
facets,
all right, for example, like since doing my
stuff like that?
like the YouTube journey, right? Now my younger brother started his YouTube channel
Are you
for
talking about?
like book readers.
Are you talking about
Who?
Dimitri?
Dimitri, yeah.
How's he doing?
He's good. He's
He's
good.
good.
He's yeah. He's on my song radio.
Okay. I
Um
the last time I saw him, he was 15.
oh yeah, he's a pain in my ass, but
All
yeah,
right.
he's older now. Like he started his YouTube for like book readers and like he'll dive into other topics, but
Right.
like it's like putting yourself out there more so that people can fall in love with you more as a person, which is also gonna work out with your music because it's like once they love you as a person, it's like, yo, I know the type of person she is. Let me listen to her music. Now everything goes hand in hand because it's like you telling your story, people are already getting a glimpse of who you are from your everyday activity or whatever it is that you're putting out there.
I understand
And
what you
now they're tuning in and it's like, yo, like, it just makes me I'm a J Diamond stand for life.
right.
Like
Well, for me,
whether it's
how I
yeah,
take how I take that question is kind of like um is kind of like having the business page and then your personal page.
mm,
And this is just an analogy, so this way you can get it. People say, "Why have two? Why have two? You know what I mean? Just have the one and do everything on
mm,
it. You know what I mean? Let everybody see all colors of you. So if that's what you do, they're gonna see that personality. They're gonna see this. They're gonna see that. They're gonna see your music. You're doing everything on that one platform. You don't
right.
really have to have all these different places to do things. Just do it on your platform. If you like to read, like, hey, dude, I'm gonna read today at 9. Come join me. They're gonna know you. They're gonna know that you do music because you're gonna do it on that channel. They're gonna know that you're gonna do a workout because you're on that channel. They're gonna get to know you because that's the channel that they're rocking out with all the time. It makes it very difficult for supporters and people that really support you. Because I don't want to call someone a fan, even though that's what they say it is and stuff like that.
Yeah,
They're
I consider them supporters.
they're really supporters, like, because you got to understand at the end of the day they're really supporting you. Like, wow, man, I really believe in JDymonds. I love what she's saying. I love the way she carries herself. I actually know what kind of life she had. For people that really saw that from me from when I was a baby and the process of who I am today, it's a totally big transformation. I mean, I had a really tough life when I was young. Like, all I was just so angry. You know what I mean? Just an angry person. Today I'm calm. Today I'm just like at peace with myself. And I'm able to come from a place of love and to tell people that you can do it. It starts with you. So I feel like, to get back on track, that one channel is perfect because you don't want people to not be able to find you. Oh man,
Mm-hmm.
I love JDymonds, but she's on this page right now. I gotta go look for that. Oh man, she's doing Margarita Tuesdays. So let me go look for that other place, that Margaritas, because I can't find her on Facebook. You just want to make sure that they have access to you. And then when it's time for you to showcase your personality and what you're really about, they're going to be there. You want to do everything right there. You don't want people going crazy trying to find you. So that's my point of view. But everyone is entitled to their own opinion.
Word. And to briefly go back to platforms, um, one platform I can definitely want to see you on is the major stage platform. I think what they do for their artists, I think would be so fucking amazing if they worked with you, or whether it's they work with you, you work regardless of how anybody sees it.
Right.
I would like just seeing what they do with their art, like do with artists. I would definitely like to see you on that platform.
Thank you, Ray.
Um,
Ray! Katie, did I do it? Ray! She's probably like, no, Jeff,
yo,
I gotta stop now. Hey, listen, I'm focused.
nice.
All right.
So how are you? How do you handle distractions? Do you get distracted?
Wow, of course. The devil's always at play.
No, but I'm saying like,
That's the
let's say you're in your zone,
thought.
somebody runs in the room, or your
Oh,
dog runs in the room, and
uh,
now it just like totally throws you off. Like,
there's a
God damn it!
that I got 4 dogs, man. It's crazy. You know how I like peace. You know how I was being very specific on peace. So you can
Yeah.
be in that zone. And my dogs, they got a lot to say. So yeah, I do get distracted, but remember, when the beat talks to me, I could pick right
Do
back.
you ever get screamed at for being too in the zone?
Say that again?
Do you ever get screamed at for being too in the zone? Like hello,
Oh,
I'm calling you.
yeah. And that does mess up too, because you can be in the zone and really feel it. Like, you can have high vibrations and be all the way up here, and then someone can sing
Oh,
so stupid that it brings your energy down. And it's real, like, you know what I mean. And that's why you got to make sure that you have a space for yourself. That you actually have a place where you can actually work on your music, or whatever it is for anyone watching, business. If you have a dream that you really want to do it. If you have a business, it's not too late. If you are still breathing and your lungs are still pumping, go do it. It's not late. Health is wealth. Go work out, take care of yourself, eat right, Go do what you want to do. It is not late. I don't want to hear age. I don't want to hear none of that. If you are still alive, go do your dream. Because at the end of the day, it's all about you and you want to be happy, right? Right, right?
Of course.
Yo, I'm so excited. My energy
Like
is,
like before we even go further, right? Like I just want to put it out there, like on during my years on the come up and knowing you back then, um, like even to respond to like how you know the people in the amount of people in the studio, for me is always knowing who's in my immediate small circle that I know is always around, right? So for me, I've always loved the fact that you were always reachable for me.
oh, of course. That's
Like like having you around was like for me it was amazing because I know that I can always contact Jay for anything, or I can always contact this person for anything. So dumb years, especially being young, I was like I looked to everybody's like, for me it was feeling complete because I knew I did have a small circle of people that I can go to, that whether it's for an opinion, whether we're just talking about something, I knew that you were there, this person was there, whoever else was there. And so like that all I appreciated that more than words can even express.
is not going to change. Whether you, if you blow up one day and you're before me, or if I blow up one day and I'm before you, it is not going to change. You're still going to have access to me because I'm very big on the people I have relationships with that knew me from the beginning. And it's just who I am as my spirit, my soul, and who I am. Especially that those are the ones that understand me and were at the beginning where I was so raw and just building and learning every day. And they saw my grind and they saw my hustle, and that's you. I mean, I'm not gonna turn my back on you. If I make it before you, I'm gonna come back to you and be like, look, I'm in a position. I'm gonna set you up right now with this one. You do you from there. Like I will be in that position, unless I had an own label and I was like, hey Ray, you want to rock? Like it's gonna be up to you. You're gonna make those decisions. But I'm not ever
And
gonna turn my head on someone that just kept it real with me since day one, or like
and that's one
relationship that you and me
that
had.
yeah, like that's one thing I can say because you saying that it's not even new to me because that's always been your like that's always how you thought even from back then, and that just goes to show like the amazing person that you are and the type of heart that you have because I've dealt with people where now they're working with Timberland or they're working with other people who work with Timberland, and I reach out to say, congratulations, or I see you, that's amazing. You're working with this person, and I get left on red, and
Right.
I never take it personal, but I never forget, and I'm never gonna forget that because the day is gonna come where that's gonna have to get addressed,
It does
and
hurt.
it's like, yo, like
It does hurt.
in a way it does, but I take that and I just bottle it up because I know something I'm gonna write is gonna need that.
Right,
And
right,
so when it's time to address it, I'll take the lid off and let it out. And but it only that's only temporary until the conversation happens. And
right.
it's like and that conversation won't even come from a place of hate. That conversation is gonna come from a place where it's like, yo, like, all I was trying to do was show love and all you did was ignore it. It's all love still, but just know that I didn't forget. So I'll let it be that, I'll let it be right there and there. I'll close that chapter right then and there. But
Right,
I know it's gonna bother them. It's like, damn, yeah, like all he was trying to do was show me love and I ignored them.
right,
Like
right,
he wasn't even trying to ask for a favor. So it's gonna mess with them mentally. That's why it's like I don't it takes too much energy to be dark and come from a place of hate. It's too much energy, and at the end of the day, like once it's all said and done, you're drained. And I'm one person. I
Well,
don't like negative vibes.
remember you see your experience that you just shared with us. That's your experience. You know what I mean? Now,
Right.
that other person that you're talking about, he has his experience. He might not see it the way you just saw it. You
You
understand?
might not.
There's 4 things that you really have to go by, and this will really help you, and it's really difficult. But if you practice it every day and you master it, you will have mastered yourself, and it will help you in everything in life because it's a life thing, right? The first one is being impeccable with your word. And as a rapper, our words are really powerful. Words are like black magic, okay? Especially when you believe in them. Okay, so when something's coming out of your mouth and you believe it, you best believe it's gonna come to fruition. All right. So you want to be impeccable with your word. And what I mean by that is that you gotta watch what you say because it can bite you in the ass. So you want to make sure because karma is real, that's what comes from that. You know what I mean? It could come back at you. 2, do not take anything personally. It's very difficult not to, but do not
Right.
take it personal. You cannot take it personal. That's why I was trying to tell you about emotions. Master your emotions. Don't let your emotions control you. You can control the emotions. You got to be. What was that thing where you have a thermostat, not a thermometer? You want to be able to control the heat. You don't want to be a thermometer and just go high on anger. All right. You want to control it.
Right.
All right. And then the third one is is not making assumptions, which we naturally as humans always do that because we have over 60,000 thoughts in our head just a day, just going. So you're gonna make assumptions. Why JDymonds didn't call me today? She told me she was gonna call me. She told me she was gonna go to the studio with me today. Why she didn't do that? You don't know what happened until you speak to that person. You know what I mean?
Thanks.
You do not know. So people make so many assumptions coming based off their point of view. They don't have the same point of view as you. You and me could sit and go to the movies together and watch a movie, and we're not going to view it the same. We're not going to comprehend it the same. You're going to take
Right.
certain parts that resonate with you, and I'm going to take parts that resonate with me. And we're going to see it through a different lens because your mission is not my mission. And if you can master these things, the 4th one is be your best self. It's okay to say I did my best today, right? It's okay for you to be like I did my best today and I feel good. I did my best. I did the best that Jess could do. I did the best that Ray could do. If you can master those 4 things and practice them they're difficult, but if you could practice it every day until you change your mindset, you will be powerful. No one can stop you. No one. And it's real. It's a little wisdom, okay?
I
Stay,
will. I
stay,
will definitely run with that.
stay focused.
Um. So all right. So now
It's
let's
hot.
get into.
Is it just me or is it hot?
Um. Let's get into everything I rock. Right now was that beat part of the package that Arab sent you?
Yes, it was. Yes, it was. And
Okay.
actually,
And this.
we actually reconnected. I don't know if you still have another second part to that, or am I cutting you off?
No. No. No.
Oh, okay.
No. I don't know what Katie's doing.
He did. Maybe she.
Okay. Oh, I see. I see what she's doing. But yeah, go ahead.
Um.
I just put it here because I know I have to play the song after.
Uh,
Right. Right. Right.
That's Katie Kate behind the scenes, guys. No, but yes, he did. That was part of the bundle, the three songs. But we did recently speak before I went to the studio. Spoke or whatever. I'm just all over the right place right now. But he did send me a more up to date version, but it just wasn't. It wasn't it. You know what I mean? I was like, nah. I'm gonna.
And the crazy thing about that beat is like, you know when something sounds outdated, and that does not sound outdated at all. Like it sounds like he's like, yo, here, go ham.
Yeah, he wasn't. He honestly didn't really. To him, he felt like it was outdated. You know what I mean? Because when you grow so much, because that was from '09. You feel me? So he feels like he's so much better than that now with his beats that are out now. Like they're just insane. So he did give me an updated version. It just sounds really flat. It didn't have that messiness that what Everything Rock has. The old version from '09, like you got the scream and you got it. Just everything seems congested or cluttered, but it goes together. All the clash and everything, the noise, it comes together as one, and that's what I actually love about the track. I didn't like the new one. I really didn't. It sounds like every beat that you hear today. It's like laid back. It's them old, just 1-2. I was like, nah.
Yeah.
That would change because I wrote that song to that, like, and trying to put that energy to a flat line, it just was not happening. There was no point.
And where were you, or what actually just made you write that song? Like, what did you purchase something, or did like something like you just take a look at? You just saw it. You just sat and thought like, damn, like everything I got. You looked around, everything I got, like was me. Like, where were you, or what were you doing when that thought finally hit you, concept wise?
All right, so when I first got that, remember how I told you beats talk to me? Those 3 beats that I picked out when he was playing his catalog at that time, those beats talk to me. Like whether it was the chorus that was jumping out at me, or whether it's a bar that I just came up with just like right there. For Everything I Rock, I actually had that hook in my mind chopped up more so like I think at that time, I think it was the first bar. Like, I don't know what you came here for. Everything that I rock, I came up on. Like, those are people with handouts. You know what I mean? Now they're looking for something, but you weren't with me from the beginning. So, like, if I blow up today and let's just say Drake came and said, yo, I love your whole style. My team can work with you. We'll work with your craft. We'll work with everything. We'll make you a star. And then now you have these people coming. And that's what that bar means. Like, I don't know why you came here for. Everything that I rock, I came up on. I worked for that. Me, I hustle for that house. I hustle for that car. You're not on that loan. You know, if I took a loan out, your name's not on the loan. It's just in my name. What do you have to do to get that? You got to work on your credit, right? You know how hard it is to have great credit? Yeah, it is a process, okay? So, like, everything that I do, I have passion into it. You know what I mean? And a lot of people will be like, oh, my gosh, that's a woman. Usually it's a man that hustles like that. I was raised to hustle like a man, though. Make something out of nothing because I can, though. And these are rhymes. These are my words. They may be when DMX was out back in the day when we were young and we were looking at DMX. When his album was out, he was hot. Rough Riders, all of that. Everybody used to say, oh, Dr. Seuss rhymes. but he was hot, and you felt his words. Even though they were like I am Sam kind of raps, you felt his pain. You felt his,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? So when someone comes at me and tries to say, oh, her bars ain't that strong or this and that, look at me as an artist. I'm painting my portrait of my life. This is my words. This is my story. This is my life. If you want to dive deep, get to know me before you judge me. Read my book before you look at the cover. Before you judge me by my skin, take a look at who I am and where I came from. Because we're probably not that different. And that's why I'm very powerful with my words. And when people know me and know how I write and this and that, they'll know that my words have power behind it. It's not just bubble gum. You're not just looking at candy. Because when you talk to me, we're going to have a real conversation, and we're going to have a deep conversation, and you're going to feel me. And when you go home, you'll be like, damn, that's a real woman. She is wise. I like her. I want to get to know her. You know, and that comes from sweat, tears. That comes from obstacles. That comes from a freaking tough journey. And I am here. And I'm here to let people know that they could do it too. You know what I mean? So, yeah. That's how I feel about that, right?
Word. Jay,
Katie,
I'm gonna let you do the honors. Please introduce your song to everybody.
before we get into that, what we gonna do? Like the first verse or whatever? Like, what are we doing?
No, we're gonna play your new song.
You gonna let the whole thing ride?
Hell yeah, that's your fire.
Wait, but listen, for the people that are in the room, because I don't even see how many are in here and not. And I know we lost the people on IG too. And I don't know.
You got 11 so far.
Where is it on IG?
No,
it's
it's
on
on
Facebook.
Facebook.
It stinks that we don't have more than that, but I wish that it would have got promoted more. But I know because I know we had like 15 in IG. So I don't know if those things
Yeah.
are over.
No, but what happens usually? What happens after my lives is the numbers jump after like my Facebook videos. Like once I'm done with the live, it may be 11 people in the room, but it'll reach. The numbers jump for the reach.
Yeah, I just want people to know before I introduce the single. Thank you, Katie. Katie's beautiful, right?
Katie, you got your L?
Nah, I've been trying to make sure everything is good before I can smoke.
All right, Katie, I'll be right over.
Yeah.
I want to let people know before we get into everything I rock. All right, this is the hard copy.
I want it.
The hard copy is for my sponsors, and the reason I do this is because this is my brand, so I need all the support I can to invest in myself as an artist and to continue to push me to go higher and higher, because with business you need funds to do business. You know what I mean? You need to invest in other businesses so you can network. It's part of business. It's just how it is. Money talks. So I decided to do something called where you can actually sponsor me, right? Where this bundle, it's 200. You get a hard copy. I can sign it for you. It's straight from the factory. It's the real deal. I don't even know if they do this anymore, right? Everything's digital. But I decided to do this because, and I only have a limited supply. I already have a few sponsors. God bless them. But basically, I started this because, you know, there's people that, you know how we're talking about our dreams? There's people that are older and they feel like their dreams passed them by. And I'm here to tell you that it's never too late. But those kind of people want to invest in you, you know, and they want to sponsor you because they see that you're hungry. They see that you have the passion. They believe in you. They know that you want to do it. So you can sponsor me for 200. I'm not asking for $1 million. I'm not asking for $1,000, but 2x2, all these sponsors come together, and then I have money to make big decisions, the next big move, the next appearance, the next music video, and I'm be able to make that collab with other big people. You know what I mean? But with this sponsorship, you will get a hard copy of my single "Everything I Rock," produced by A-Rap. I could sign it for you on the cover, or if you don't want me to mess it up, we can sign something else later. You also get a hoodie of your choice, and there's 3 different colors. And then those people automatically are going to be written on a hard drive list. Like, I already have my sponsors that are already in it, are already on my list that I have on the hard drive, because those are the people that are rocking with me from the start, right? So use are on it, because I'm going to look at that hard drive and say, well, these were the people that were with me. So if one day Jay-Z decides, like, he sees this, you know, our video, and it's like, wow, I really like this girl. You never know. You know what I mean? You never know where this could go. But I know who was with me from the start. You know what I mean? And those are my sponsors that really believe me, and like, here's $200. I believe in you. Go chase your dreams. I'm also doing a TikTok before we go into that song, Katie. Bear with me. I got the 500. All right. $500 is gonna go to the best freaking TikTok ever, to my song, "Everything I Rock." Show me your passion. And what I mean by that, I don't care if you're a rapper. I don't care if you're an athlete working out in the gym, doing your biceps. I don't care if you're art, you're doing art. I don't care if you're mowing the lawn. I don't care if you're construction laying down pavers. I don't care if you're playing your video game. Let my song rock in the back, and let me show me what you worked hard for. You can walk in front of your house and say, yeah, I worked hard for that house, and just make sure everything I rock. You know what I mean? I'm trying to give them an example, but that's what I'm looking for. My little sister made a dope ass video. I posted that on my page because I thought it was hot. You know what I mean? But like, I'm like, wow, she really set the bar. But I want to push this where it goes viral, and that people are doing that and it can catch on. You know what I mean? But that 500 is real. I will give it to the person when that starts going viral, and I see the best video or the best kind of comments, and it's real comments, like they're in on it, they love it, it's going around, like that person will get that 500. And so we're going into Everything I Rock. I'm so sorry. But yes, this is my baby. I worked very hard for it. I love it. This is what I do. And Katie, you can let it drop. You can drop the bomb.
Oh, we need bombs too. Okay,
Drop a bomb.
That was a joke for Ray. That was a joke for Ray. You know? Big bomb. I don't know if Gio's in here. I don't know if he left to bed or not, but shout out to Gio too. He was in the room earlier. I don't know if he's still in here, but I love you, Gio. I see you.
So we ready now?
Yes, girl. You could do your thing. The visuals.
Drop that.
The visuals will be soon, Ray. You gonna be coming out?
It's JDymonds. I don't know why you came here for. Everything that I rock, I came up on. House court shoes, all the girl knows. Best believe my name on bones. Now they like JDymonds, you killing them. Patience is a virtue, curing them. Money in the bag, securing them. You can't tell me nothing, I'm straight lesson them. Everything I rock, I work hard for. Everything I rock, I work hard for. Everything I rock, I work hard for. Rely on no one. Toast it up if you came to get it on. Ashamed he let you on. Refrain, he's only pawn. The night is looking young, it's cold. Wake up, find your mother. I was raised up like a man. Make something out of nothing, cause I can. bling when they see me cause I'm wise. Head on my shoulder, superwoman in a Lambo. For girls being misled, let me tell you something. You live, learn, move on, roll with different punches. JDymonds, boss lady, yeah, stop fronting. You can't see it, your vision's not 2020. Everything I rock, I work hard for. Everything I rock, I work hard for. Everything I rock, I work hard for. I told Abe in '09 I'll be right back. Ain't the few of his beats, I got the right track. I got that product feeds his feeding straight crack. No money in, no money out, that's the hustle model. Coming from a female's a hard pill to swallow. I'm out for dead presence, represent me. It's all about that cream, not the one in between, yeah. If you know what I mean, peaches. Cause if I want it, I get it. And if I need it, I have it. And if I said it, I did it. And if I bought it, I flaunt it. And if I rocked it, I copped it. And if I wear it, it's confident. And if I do it, improve it. And if I need it, I got me. Everything I rock, I work hard for. Everything I rock, I work hard for. Everything I rock, I work hard for. Rely on no one. Cause if I want it, I get it. And if I need it, I have it. And if I said it, I did it. And if I bought it, I flaunt it. And if I rocked it, I copped it. And if I wear it, it's confident. And if I do it, improve it. And if I need it, I got me. Everything I rock, I work hard for. Everything I rock, I work hard for. Everything I rock, I work hard for. Rely on no one. You looking at me like I ain't competition. I'm looking in the mirror, that's my competition. I'm winning like I ain't got a pot to piss in. The truth says, not my shit. Red money, I'm cooking in the kitchen. Pop out my mom's box, a woman's decision. Mama is still, I'm a living. In man's world. Everything I rock, I work hard for. Everything I rock, I work hard for. Everything I rock, I work hard for. Rely on no one.
Yes. And there's going to be more where that came from. My baby right there. That's my single.
Jay. So JDymonds. I didn't. Looking at the time that we've been on this, right? I'm like, damn, has it really been that long? Like, I could talk to you forever. But as we come to a close, please throw your social media out there where people can check you out.
Hey, all you have to know is JDymonds. If you got that name all together, you go to Google, all my platforms are gonna show up. And you can just know those letters and go .com because that's my website. That's the main thing that you need to know is JDymonds.com. That's JDymonds, exactly how you see it on the dashboard is how you spell it. It's all together. When people separate that J is really annoying, but I tell them it's all together. It's JDymonds. All those little diamonds come together because those are all my little emotions that are raw and that I control, like the thermostat, and they are all my diamonds, and now they're polished, and now I'm just shining, right? So it took me a process to get to this point, but JDymonds.com will link you to every social platform, and that's where you can get in touch with me. That's where you can contact me, and that's where you can stay up with the latest news.
With that being said, Jay, even knowing that it was getting to this point, I think I've been able to hold it in pretty good. As we come to a close, I just want to let you know, like, I'm so fucking happy your new song is out. I'm so happy to see whatever, like, everything that you're doing for this song. And like, I know the build, and it's like a roller coaster. You know it's working towards that drop, and I'm so happy to be on that ride to see that build. Um, you already know we go back. Um, I'm always gonna love you. Um,
Thank you.
then, now, forever. Thank you for coming on Quarantine and Rap, being my first official guest. Like I said before, I could talk to you forever, but we can't stay on forever. So thank you, thank you, thank you. I can't thank you enough. And if you're watching this, tune in next Thursday, Quarantine and Rap, 9 p.m. on Facebook and Instagram. Jay, it was a pleasure. And with that being said, right!